Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Music Village. And according to the maestro, it was actually Summer Sanders who hosted Figure It Out, not Suzanne Summers. But she was a part of Three's Company and a part of Step by Step. Would have been great to see her as a guest host for Figure It Out one year. That's if it still comes on TV. I don't know. But before we try to figure out Nickelodeon's game show TV schedules, folks, I think it's time for us to schedule in a couple of these games from a planet far away and from the Steam Machine as well, for a very special milestone edition of the Friday Night Greenlight, where me and the maestro decided to settle on 7 games, and the first game that we have up comes from the developers Andrea Demetrio with their said game, Schwarzer Blitz. And according to the maestro, we mentioned this game before on the Foursquare Delight, and congratulations to this game finally getting on the Steam Machine. And this game automatically reminds me of a combination of not only Bloody Roar, the first installments of it, but also reminds me of King of Fighters with a little hint of Tekken in there as well. And here's hoping in the near future for this game that not only you get a chance to play alongside with your friends, but also you get a chance to create the different movesets for these cool characters. Or just get a chance to create your own character altogether. And the fact that they have a giant swing into a brain buster for one of the finishers, A+, guys. A+ in my book already. And the next game that we have up, which comes from the website of GameJolt.com with their said game, Al Dente. And this game automatically reminds me of a combination of not only the way things work, Ren and Stimpy, but a little hint of Chowder in there as well. I don't know why Chowder, most likely because some of the characters look like people who would be in the Chowder universe, but here's hoping in the near future with how out there this game is, they have some cool music to go along with it. That's the only thing I can really request for this game in the near future, because I don't know what in the world they're going to throw at you in each level they decide to do. Because they already got a cow that has a door on the side of it that has meat in it that you get a chance to use to make certain dishes. Yeah, I said that. Anyway, folks, besides a game that I got a feeling was developed by the creators of Chowder, the next game that we have up comes from the itch.io page of Pirate Ship Games. Nice developer name, by the way, with their said game, Why is Office Coffee So Bad? And this game automatically reminds me of not only an episode of The Twilight Zone, but also a little hint of Office Space with the guy who looks like a bald version of Lombard trying to interfere with your office work, with you typing absolutely nothing. And oh, Maestro said it also reminds him of the coffee guy from the Mad TV series who said, "Gotta go, coffee's brewing," and had his eyes bulging out of his head because of an astigmatism. And here's hoping in the near future for this game, you'll get a chance to run into that coffee guy firsthand to show you how crazy he was about coffee. Cause seriously, folks, he was really crazy about coffee. And also, here's hoping that coffee can give you some form of superpowers too, just like it did him. Like the ability to run faster than most. But besides talking about people who love coffee just a little bit more than the next man, almost like my friend Marvin back when I was in school, hi Marvin, with the next game we have up, which is none other than 7 Beats Games with their game, Rhythm Doctor. And this game automatically reminds me of, well, I guess that one rhythm game they included in Pokemon Stadium with a little hint of Doogie Howser MD. And a splash in there of Scrubs, because one of the people do look like somebody who would probably work during that said show. And here's hoping in the near future, besides getting a chance to customize your own arm for the rhythm that you have to do, but also maybe, just maybe, a chance to customize your own doctor as well. And apparently, according to the maestro, you can. Now, if only you could put a mask on him, I can bring that superhero I had to life for the longest amount of time in those pages I drawed called Dr. Mask. Can you put a mask on him? Apparently he doesn't know. We'll have to find out in the future, folks. And besides anime-like characters I decided to draw a script up for the past 3 years behind the scenes, the next game that we have up comes from FHYX with their set game, The Wind Road. And this game automatically reminds me of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. That and the Man with the Iron Fist. And the reason why we say that, folks, is because the person that you are in this game with that cool samurai sword, I got a feeling you're gonna end up in a fight in one of those giant oversized dance halls or hotels over the who has the best power out of them all. And here's hoping in the near future, besides getting a chance to use a long sword or a katana, they also allow you to use other cool Japanese weapons that people might not have ever heard of to use during this game, including a giant oversized shuriken, and even the thing that Scorpion used during the game of Mortal Kombat that I keep forgetting the name of, but I got a feeling that Freddie Prinze Jr. does because he's big into Japanese weapons. I might have to ask him. Maybe later. And the next game that we have up, besides a man who is very knowledgeable about Japanese steel, comes from the developers Acme Pixel Foundry with their set game, Murica. Really? Really, Maestro? That's the name of the game? According to the Maestro and for what we see on the page for the Steam machine, yep, it's really called Murica. And this game automatically reminds me of not only a combination of Broforce with a little hint or a giant hint of The Matrix and a splash in there of Escape from LA. And here's hoping in the near future for this game, besides getting a chance to actually come up with a cool finishing maneuver to take out a whole bunch of enemies, but you can also get help from others to try to find your way through this new version of America now called Murica that is 2,000 years in the future. And I kid you not with that last line, I guess America advanced so much 2,000 years in the future, they just got rid of the A in front of it and just called it Murica. Right. And oh, by the way, got rid of a couple of letters along the way too. I almost forgot that part too. But besides the United States of America losing a couple of letters in another 2,000 years, the last but not least game we have up for this week comes from the creators Neuro Tremolo, or Neuro Tremolo? No, we'll go with the second one with their game De La Luz, or De La Luz? We'll go with the second one for that one too. And this game automatically reminds me of a combination of not only Star Fox, Descent, and a little hint of a couple of the races you would probably create in the free mode or the flying mode version for Grand Theft Auto. Or at least a flying race. Thank you for the correction, Maestro. And here's hoping in the near future for this game that not only you get a chance to design your own courses, but also a chance for you to redesign the plane that you get a chance to use during the said game. Or jet, depending on your preference, that can easily maneuver its way around all of these cool obstacles. Which, according to the Maestro, he's not too entirely sure, but it would be a good idea, especially to avoid that brick that guy's about to hit, and oh my god, his wing came off. But he's still flying. Not bad. Not bad at all. And if you guys want to go ahead and check out any other cool games that is currently being beamed to this planet via a tractor beam that is more powerful than you can possibly imagine, you can head on over to the Free Game Planet page, only known as freegameplanet.com, to check out a whole bunch of cool games that are just out of this world. And if you also want to go ahead and check out any other games that we mentioned from the Steam Machine, plus other games still trying to fight their way there via the cargo ship, cargo plane, or even subterranean train that is currently rumbling underneath your toes, you can head on over to the store.steampower page, only known as store.steampower.com, and just click ever so lightly on that Indy button, as well as clicking on that upcoming button as well, to check out a whole bunch of cool and awesome games that'll give you more fireworks than you'll possibly experience during this Independence Day weekend. Which, according to the Maestro, with how many games that are out, they're the equivalent of at least 2 tons worth of fireworks. Ooh, that's powerful. And I guess with that said, folks, we might as well head back into the music, and when we return, we'll be back with yet another new DJ Smokey's True Video Game Stories right after this. So don't go anywhere just yet, folks, and stay tuned.